Listen, can we have an open and honest conversation about creativity and the lack thereof when it comes to the online space? Now that I've taken this detox from social media, I'm starting to see it through a different lens, and I realize that it has become socially acceptable for duplicity to exist in the online world. What up, kingdom builders? Welcome back to my channel. I am Ebony Evaughn, your favorite business strategist in these internet streets. I coach corporate professionals and first-time entrepreneurs on how to turn their skills, talents, and expertise into profitable online businesses. Welcome to Soul Struck Land. This is my internet home where I help you to go from confused to the ethical cash generating boss that you are meant to be. And today I just want to talk about creativity and how it is missing in online businesses and how you can tap into your own creativity, especially as a Christian entrepreneur. All right, so the reason why I really wanted to have this conversation is lately I've been doing a lot of lunch campaigns, getting ready for Black Friday and the holiday sale season. And 9 out of 10 times when someone sends me a message, they fill out my contact form about creating some type of lunch campaign. What people will do is they will reference someone else's webinar, someone else's website, someone else's coaching program or course. And they're like, hey, I want to create something like this, right? Or I want to set up a site like this. I want my webinar to be like this. And they're basing what they are doing in their business off of what someone else is already doing. Now, on the surface, I get it, right? There's nothing new under the sun. If it is tried and true and working for someone else, then it could work for you too, right? Like, why reinvent the wheel if something is already working? I get it. But in that same sense, if you just create what already exists and what someone else is doing, especially if they're in your industry and in your niche as well, then you're adding to the saturation that's in the market. There's nothing about you creating your campaigns and your products and services that's going to give you a competitive advantage because you're just doing what already exists. If you want to be able to stand out from the crowd, if you want to be able to charge and make price irrelevant when you market your services and your products, then you have to think outside the box. You have to do something to set yourself apart from just everything else that's already out there in the market. So I wanted to make this video about really tapping into your own creativity. Like, even when I go on social media, like, especially when it comes to like TikToks and reels, even memes, right? You literally see people take a meme and then they'll recreate it and put their name on it like 10 other people didn't already create that. And don't even get me started with like the tea channels and stuff, when people will literally record someone else's live stream, someone else's intellectual property, and then put their logo or their symbol on top of it as if they created it. All you did was record someone else's live stream. Like, it's not yours. Like, make it make sense. But somehow we have made this socially acceptable. Literally in the online space, like, you will see the same content over and over again. Like, you will hear everyone saying that on social media, like, content is king, consistency is king. If you want to grow your following, if you want to boost your sales on Instagram, you have to be consistent. You have to show up consistently. Like, you hear that same regurgitated messaging over and over and over again. When it comes to business coaches, everyone is always saying, identify your target audience, right? Identify your ideal client. And even me, I used to post the same type of content because it's like, well, number one, everyone else is doing, so it has to be effective, right? But then at the same time, I started to take a step back because if you are posting the same content, you start to think like, did someone take that from me? Or someone else may be saying, did they steal my content, right? But it's because everyone has the same messaging. And if you want to stand out, you have to do things differently. That's like, for me, you will notice even here on the YouTube channel that the content that I'm putting out is totally different. I've been doing a lot more of me specific content. Like, I did content around what I learned from my $31,000 doctor's bill when I broke my ankle, and a business lesson that I learned from that. Recently, I sent out a Marketing Monday email to my email list, where I'm still here in Bali. I'm down to my last days, but since I've been here, they literally show the same movies over and over again. I've watched My Girl a million times. I have seen Karate Kid 1,000,001 times, and I have seen 8 Mile 1,010 trifling times. Okay. And I sent out a Marketing Monday email, and I talked about a business lesson or a marketing lesson that I actually was able to take away from the rap battle scene when it came to the movie 8 Mile. And I talked about just some of the takeaways that I got from that. But me talking about what I learned from watching 8 Mile in 2022 is definitely me specific content. Even on this channel, I've done videos about how I get clients without social media, how my clients get clients without social media. So instead of just doing what you see everyone else doing, you can also tap into the things that are going on in your life. Like, your life can be content. Now, I feel like some people share way too much online, but at the end of the day, your life can be content. The things that are happening to you, like me breaking my ankle, getting a $31,000 doctor's bill, I turned that into a lesson where I talked about how you can make price irrelevant when you specialize in something, right? So look at the things going around you. Think about the takeaways that you're having, the business journey that you're on, the life journey that you're on, and think about how you can turn that into stories that you can share, lessons. And don't just rely on everything that already exists and what is already out there, okay? Feel free to explore your creativity. Let me put it like this, okay? Let's say that we are going to go on a train ride, and when you get on the train, you're all excited, you're ready to go, and your cart is all the way in the back. So you got to walk through all the other carts up front, all these people. And as you're walking, everyone is just shouting the same exact thing at you, right? So let's say you're on this train, and the first person is like, "Bon voyage, Ebony, enjoy your trip." You're excited about the trip, so you're like, "Bon voyage." I think that's how you say it, right? Bon voyage, bienvenido, hey, how you doing? Whatever, right? So the first time you hear it, you're all excited about this trip. Hey, you hollering back. The next time you go to the next set of seats, and they're like, "Bon voyage, Ebony." You're like, "Yeah, hey, yes, I'm excited." You go a couple more seats, and someone else is like, "Bon voyage, Ebony." And then you're like, okay, like, y'all killing me, right? But this is what is happening when you have the same messaging as everyone else. When you're posting those "Hello November," "Welcome to Spring," "Hello Fall" quotes, if you're the first time that someone is seeing that, they're probably liking it and saying, "Yes, I'm so excited for the new season, the new month, new goals," whatever, right? But if you happen to be the 5th, the 10th, the 100th time that a person is seeing that messaging, they're just going to scroll on by. And you want to be creating content that is going to be thumb stopping, that stops the scroll. So hopefully this example is making sense. If you want to be able to stand out in your business, you have to learn to tap into your creativity and do things differently. And that's one thing that I'm preaching to myself right now too, right? That's one thing with me traveling so much and seeing how people exist in other cultures and how they do things, the way of life. it has really had me tapping into my creative genius. But then also this has been a spiritual journey for me too, right? So I'm also learning to just spend time with God and let God lead me where I'm supposed to go and show me how to do things instead of just doing things how they have always been done. And if we're being honest, like, we are from the creator. Like, God created us in his own image. So we have no choice but to be creative beings ourselves. But the problem is we get so caught up in the flesh and in the world and wanting to do what we see everyone else doing that we don't tap into that creative side that we have. Sorry, y'all. If y'all hear me hitting the mic, it's under my hair. Y'all can't see it, but I have a mic under there. Anyways, but because we're so focused on what's going on in the world, we don't tap into our creative side. And if we were created in God's image, we have God's creativity and the ability to create inside of us as well. And if you are struggling with creativity, then what I did and what I've been doing is literally just spending alone time with God and letting him minister to my soul and asking God, like, what should I be doing with this? How should this look? And allowing that alone time with God to really spark creativity, to give me new ideas, to give me fresh revelation, right? I know people will say there is nothing new under the sun, but new things are created every single day, okay? So tap into that creativity. Don't just continue to do things the way that they've always been done. Challenge yourself to really create some type of competitive advantage in your business that allows you to stand out from everyone else. So some examples of how you can create a competitive advantage is by offering something different. Like, where is there a void in your market where you can really stand out and shine? Example that I love to use for someone who does this perfectly is Fashion Nova. You guys know that Fashion Nova is killing it in the fashion game, right? In the fashion industry. And the reason why Fashion Nova has been able to be so successful is because they tapped into an untapped market. Before Fashion Nova, a lot of curvaceous women were really struggling to find trendy clothes that fit them. And Fashion Nova stepped in and solved that problem. They made affordable clothes that were trendy, fashionable, that could fit any body type. And before that, it was like either you have the H&Ms, right, or you have Lane Bryant. There was like nothing in between. And Fashion Nova is like, no, we get it. We understand. Like, not everyone's body is going to be made the same. We are going to make clothes that are affordable, that are trendy, fashion forward for any body type. And that is why they have been able to be so successful. Even me and my own business, like, about this time last year, I created the Kingdom Build Accelerator. And when I created that program, I interviewed 50 coaches about their struggles and what they liked and didn't like about other coaching programs and courses. And a lot of people talked about not having personalized attention and feedback because most coaches have pretty much transitioned to group coaching programs, right? And a lot of people felt isolated or like they didn't get the attention that they needed. So when I revamped my accelerator, I made it to where it was a hybrid where they get the online course curriculum and they can go through that, self-paced on their own time, but they also get personalized one-on-one feedback from me in the program. And no one else, I still don't think anyone else is doing that at the moment. So find ways that you can actually stand out from other people, whether that's, finding something that's untapped or underserved in your industry, whether that is you creating a unique framework or process, the way that you approach what it is that you do. Look at other industries and what they're doing and see how if maybe you can actually, you know, use that in what you're doing. There are so many ways to really just be creative and stand out when it comes to standing out on social media, when it comes to standing out in your marketing, and just, you know, creating your own path. So this video is turning into a rant or a sermon. I don't know. So I'm just going to end there. Let me know down in the comments, are you tapping into your creativity and how you market your business online? Let me know down in the comments. If you need some ideas, then let us know what you do and we will chime in, meet you in the comments to give you some suggestions, okay? In the meantime, thanks so much for stopping by my internet home. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and turn on those notifications so you will be the first one to get notified anytime I upload more videos just like this. Bye, y'all.